Welcome back to the biggest teen show in the land, everybody. Now, you guys are always showing us love. In fact, all of the presenters, when it comes to the things that we wear on the show, and especially when it comes to our makeup. So I'm super keen right now to do this makeup tutorial with all of you guys, to show you guys some tips and tricks. Of course, we do have the main lady of the moment, Jane Ann. She is the makeup artist for the show. She's the one that makes sure that we are always looking our best. Right now, Jane, we have applied quite a few things to the face, yeah?
Yes.
What have you done to my face so far?
Okay, so we've done the basics that we would usually do for the show.
Yes.
Foundation, powder, a little bit of eyeshadow. Very, very simple. Hectic Nana, it's all about embracing your natural beauty.
Natural beauty all the way,
yes.
Everybody. Now, just a quick tip, when you are obviously applying your concealer and your foundation, just avoid applying that makeup on the eyelids, because that can cause your makeup to crease. Also, you can use your fingers to apply your foundation just for that sheer look, but if you want a fuller, more, complete look, then you can use a brush, all right? So, Jane Ann, you are going to apply some liquid eyeliner to my face. She's done one eye, and she's done a lash on the other eye, so we are just going to complete that look. But there is a difference between the eyeliners, yes? Please explain some of those differences before we begin.
Okay, basically there's three sort of main groups. So we've got the pencil here, and as you can see, it's kind of a very I'd say it's more of a soft application, so you're not going to use this to create those extreme defined looks.
Okay.
Then you get a gel, so you do need a brush for this, but the positive to having this is that it's a lot more workable. You've got a lot more control over your product. You can manipulate it a lot more. If you don't have, the steadiest of hands, you've got a little bit more control over your product.
And I like that one because it's nice and thick. It gives you that thick eye and that smoky look.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different ways you can use it.
Yes.
Liquid liner, which we're going to do, we've done on the one side already.
Yeah.
You girls love it.
We're all obsessed with this one, guys. We love this one, especially Asana and I, actually, and Lorianne.
All of you guys actually really just love it. So basically with your liquid liner, you need to be a little bit more careful. It is, obviously as the name says, it's a liquid. It's going to smudge if you don't wait for it to dry first and sort of let it find itself. Or set. So we're going to do the one side, which we've already applied lashes on.
Okay.
We'll discuss those just now. But basically I'm going to start on the inner corner of the eye. And in little dashes, just kind of extend the liner. And then what I like to do is use the end of the brow as a guide of where to take that
Very useful
angle.
tip, yeah.
Just so it makes it a little bit easier to get things even, because I know that's quite a difficult thing for a lot of ladies to kind of get right.
Yeah, and you just have to close your eyes for a few seconds until it's nice
dried.
and dry.
Otherwise, you open your eye and there's just black everywhere. And you've messed up all your work that you've just done.
And you don't want to do that. You definitely want to avoid it smudging. While we're busy applying this, there. So it's perfect now,
just a couple of seconds.
Yeah, and I'm obsessed with the lashes because I've got very, very tiny lashes. So I was like, Jane Ann, please, when you're doing this tutorial, can you please have lashes? There's a bit of a technique and a strategy when you are applying, yes? Please talk us through that.
Okay, so as you can see, this is sort of how they come packaged. They come full like this in these strips. But what I like to tell the girls to do is to kind of just cut them into 3 little pieces, as I've already done. And it just makes it a lot easier when you're applying it on yourself. It's easier to apply the strip when you're doing it on someone else. But when you're applying it on yourself, you want to make it as easy and simple as possible. So I'm just using an earbud and the glue.
Interesting.
And just sort of wiping it onto the ribbon part of the lash.
Okay.
And we just wait for a couple of seconds, let it get
I'm always
sticky.
nervous for this part, so...
And then you want to place it, you can kind of go from an upward angle. So go in from the top into the end of the lash. So you want the longest ones on the outer part of the eye.
Okay. So it can be nice and natural as well. Lashes are supposed to look as natural as possible.
Yes, you just want to kind of emphasize what you already have. So the longer they are on the ends, it's just going to kind of open the eyes nicely.
Yeah.
And you just want to kind of get it in place.
Yes. And another thing, Jane, people are always like, Mbasa, how do they do your brows? What's the secret? Like, guys, it literally is the simplest thing ever. Like, I probably look so weird right now talking and closing my eyes. But you apply your brow pencil near towards the upper portion of your brow. Or you can use a powder, yeah?
It depends. There's a couple of different products that you can use.
Yeah.
There's pencils, there's eyeshadows. I like to use eyeshadows.
Okay.
And basically, the ends of your brows are always going to be the the hairs are always a little bit more sparse. So you're going to be using a little bit more product there, and sort of when you're framing the brow, sort of creating the shape. And once it is, once you have your shape defined, then you can go in with your eyeshadow and fill in sort of the sparser areas, because, you know, everyone's hair is a little bit different. And
yeah, absolutely. And also, you know, speaking about eyeshadows, you applied a gold today so that you can keep it as natural as possible, right? So that the eyeliner can just pop and the eye can be
the eyeliner and
nice
the lashes can pop, yes. So we've kind of just kept it very simple, as we always do. Some days we get a little bit creative and have a bit of fun.
Yes, and something else that I love is blush, guys. I'm so obsessed with blush. And I have like a little tip, I'm sure you guys know it. When you are applying your blush, just smile a bit like this, so that you can get the apple of your cheek. So you can apply it there, and then obviously you'll just make a bit of a movement towards your ear, and then back again towards your jawline, just to get that strong definition when you are applying your blush. Jane Ann, are you going to use a lip color on me right now? Are you going to use any gloss?
We're not going to.
Is it safe to open my eyes?
Yes, you can. Open it up. Is it stuck? Is it stuck?
Yes,
if this happens,
a little. Oh my
all
goodness.
you have to do, okay, so you open your eye, and basically, there we go. So this does sometimes happen, especially now. We've been working fast, so we haven't let the glue get as sticky as it should get, which is why you should just wait a little bit longer so that this doesn't happen.
Wait a little longer so you can be safe. All right, so this looks stunning. I love it. I hope I look stunning right now. I'm sure I do.
You look beautiful always.
My honey, thank you so much for this tutorial. I really am so grateful. Guys, we're all about sharing and caring, so I'm so glad that I did this. #ShareHectic. Hop onto Facebook and Twitter right now. Larizi, what's poppin'?
Hectic.